Mercedes elected to use the larger wing in Abu Dhabi to assist in protecting the tires, even if it made their vehicle less raceable wheel-to-wheel due to its weakness at the end of the straights. To make matters worse, it's impossible to get the front tires up to temperature before the lap begins without overheating the rears. This is especially problematic for Mercedes W13, which requires an unusually vigorous outlap to warm up the front tires. This is a disadvantage of the car's favorable attribute of not overworking the front tires during the race. The brake ducting systems inside the wheel contribute significantly to the heat management of the front tires. The Mercedes is highly classy. There's a noticeable difference between the maximum brake cooling system employed in Mexico's thin environment and that used in Abu Dhabi. The greater the amount of brake cooling, the more heat is transported into the rims and tires. In Mexico, all focus had to be given to brake cooling, which is exceedingly limited. As a result, keeping the front tires cold was less critical there, but around Abu Dhabi, tire cooling became more crucial as an important aspect of the car's good tire usage in the race. But what are the features that distinguish Red Bull's RB18 from Mercedes' W13? One of the most successful Formula One vehicles in the history of the sport is the Red Bull RB18. The team won their 5th Constructors' Championship, their first in 9 years. It's turned out to be a masterful reaction to a set of substantially new aerodynamic restrictions that have presented challenges for the majority of other teams. The automobile is propelled by Honda's RA621, an improved version of the powertrain unveiled in 2021, which is strong, dependable, and small. Red Bull designed a vehicle around this that had a distinct and attractive side pod shape and a deep undercut in front that covered the entrance vanes to the Venturi tunnels that were the foundation of the new regulations. Here we examine each of the car's major design features and how they set it apart from its competitor. Floor. The underfloor, which generates downforce on each side of a central flat keel, is crucial to performance under these constraints. Air pressure differences between the car's upper and lower surfaces and the speed at which it's moving through these tunnels combine to produce a powerful downforce that drags the vehicle to the ground. Even while GPS data shows the Red Bull doesn't attain as high a maximum downforce as the Mercedes in quicker corners, the Red Bull's floor structure is significantly more forgiving of ride height variations than others. Red Bull increased the distance between the two outermost tunnel inlet vanes. This was the largest alteration, even though the team often modified the design of these vanes to meet certain circuit requirements. Suspension. Red Bull changed their suspension from pushrod front, pull rod rear to the opposite in response to the new rules. Red Bull believed that the pushrod design at the back provided a superior, stiffer, and lighter mechanical installation, while the pull rod arrangement at the front, with the rockers up high, allowed a better airflow route to the tunnel inlets. To support a range of ride heights, the rear suspension featured a noticeably lengthy travel. This was a significant contributing factor to the car consistently outpacing the opposition in straight-line speeds. On some vehicles, most notably the Mercedes, the suspension had to be set up such that it was rigid enough to keep the vehicle out of the ride height speed combinations that would cause frequent bouncing and consequently cause the vehicle to bounce on its tire sidewalls. The Red Bull appeared to be impervious to this at all times. Development. The RB18 has undergone tremendous aerodynamic improvement, but its weight reduction program may be the most important change. The automobile started the year much above the allowed minimum weight. If you want to be a P1 in Formula One news, subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching.